Hey guys and gals, it's Morrigan. I have something rolling around in my head that I feel like I need to get out. And as always, I am so incredibly grateful for technology because it allows me to not look like I'm talking to myself and actually get to talk to you guys. So thanks for listening. I'm a bit tender. I had a client that I met not too long ago and did a couple of readings for him and quickly grew to love him. He was such a soul, such a warrior that I felt such a kindred with him. I understood myself through him. Have you ever met anybody like that where the mirror is so crystal clear that you see yourself in somebody? Yeah, I really, I really connected with him. And I found out that he committed suicide. And it hit me harder than I thought it would, to be really honest, because I understand the soul's journey. I understand that everything we do is choice. Everything we come to Earth for is the experience to have choice. And in my soul, in my heart, I know this. I understand and I honor a person's choice to have the experience they want. It's hard as the human because we get attached, we get connected, we relate to each other. We feel this oneness in the mirror of each other, or we feel the separation and the contrast. You know, that's part of the experience too. There isn't anything wrong with it. But in those really few times when we feel that depth of connection with someone, it's hard to allow the human to let go, to switch over into the soul and allow the experience that they're choosing, even when it's an experience that you wish they wouldn't choose. Because I saw in him the fire that I see in myself, and I see the impact he was making and could have made. And it's hard as a human because I wanted him to stay. I see that. So it's got me to thinking the power of choice, the power of having opportunities in front of us, and we can go left or right, and the trajectory in that choice, how that will change everything for not only yourself, but for your surrounding people in your life. And depending on the scale of your own personal life, it'll change things for, the next layer of people in your life. And I don't think I really have a point, quite honestly. I feel like I more wanted to reach out to people. And while I simultaneously feel in my heart that it's okay for him, that he's safe, that in some crazy way for us humans to understand, he's happy, and I know that. I know that he has made that clear to me. But being on this planet with this buffet in front of us of choice, this array of opportunity for us to experience human life, the power of choice, right? That's the thing. That's the crux of it. That's the wonderment of it. It's the beauty of it. It's the tragedy of it. It's all of it. What are you choosing? What are you choosing? That's my magic question right now is, what am I going to do with this? What am I going to do with this life? What am I going to do with myself? Where am I putting my attention? I know that things happen in our lives. I've always been a person that I don't dwell on my past. You know, if people really knew, there are a few people on the planet that know, they know where I come from. They know what I've been through. But the majority of people don't, because I don't really give it a lot of attention. And as a coach, as a teacher, as a support system for people, I always say, I don't care where you come from. It's what you do with it that matters. Shit happens. But what you choose to make from that is what defines your character. And so I've always been an advocate for people to not survive. I don't believe in that survive word. I don't think we're here to survive, but to thrive. So what are you choosing? Are you choosing to focus on where you have come from? Are you choosing to focus on all of the bad times that have put you in a position wherever you are in your circumstance? Are you choosing to focus on that? Are you choosing to harp on those that have done you wrong, to feel victimized, to focus on that energy of, why does this always happen to me? Because I guarantee you that's a choice. The choice to focus on that is your power. We can't always help the things that happen to us. We can't manage the entire world and how they're going to treat us. And so that feels very disempowering. This big, crazy, fucking chaotic planet, and we're trying to control it all. But we can't control that. The only thing we can control is ourselves, in our response, in what we do with it. I have a 16-year-old son, and I have always told him, it doesn't matter what happened to you. People make mistakes. Things happen. Shit happens. People hurt you. People break your heart. Your heart will be broken. But the very next thing you choose is what makes all the difference in the world. The very next thing you choose after that thing happened is what defines you. So, in honoring his life, in honoring his choice, I honor my own choices. I honor your choices. But I also challenge you to think beyond them, to think beyond that state of mind of where you don't have a choice. Where are you thinking you don't have any say in your own life? Where do you feel like life is happening to you? And where can you shift that? Where can you make that very next choice work for you? You know, letting go of our past isn't easy. It defines us to some degree. It is the beginnings of the modeling of the clay. It is our foundation from where we come from. But you don't have to have that be your identity any longer. Where you come from was just a starting point. And at some point in time, you're no longer just the clay. You are now the artist molding the clay. That is having the power of choice. That is being in charge of your experience, as opposed to feeling like life is happening to you. You are living life. And so, maybe take a look. How does your clay look? How does it feel? Is it working for you? Let go of all of the exterior, this is happening to me, and start asking yourself, what am I going to do about it? Because there's something beautiful that switches in us when we switch over to that proactive mode. It takes us out of reaction and it turns us into the proactive. This happened, I get it, but what are you going to do about it? That's the magic question. I hope you're having a beautiful day. I hope the sun is shining down on you. And Jessie, I hope wherever you are so incredibly safe and at peace. And I love you. Happy journeys.